got more hate in your DNA than vaccine. You got more hate in your DNA than common sense. And this is very prevalent amongst this so-called African American group. It's also very prevalent amongst the Latinos. It's also prevalent amongst the white people. It's prevalent amongst the Asians. It's prevalent amongst the Russians. The people who come to this country, assimilate, buy a home, get a job, start a business, start building a family, start building a legacy, and then they become discriminatory and racist toward the people who are native to this land. I'll repeat that. The people who are foreign come to the country, build a legacy, start a family, start businesses, gain some wealth, take a foothold, build a foundation, and then become discriminatory and racist toward the natives of this land. That's dishonor. So now, you couple that with people who know about being a secure party. They woke up, now they woke. Stay woke. But now they're going to bring all that bullshit over to the private side. It's not going to work, because you're going to be dishonorable. If you're discriminatory and being racist while you're over there on that public side, you're going to do the same damn thing over on the private side, because that's part of your human makeup. You've decided that that's who you want to be, because that's all level of control. That's the matrix. Racism is one of the biggest tools, along with fear, that are being perpetuated against humankind to control them. Racism and fear. And then there's rat race and economics and capitalism. So going back to what I was saying about joining these organizations and getting down with these peoples and powwowing with them, nah, negative Batman. Save that shit. Do you, I'ma do me, right where I am, because this is exactly where we started. This is exactly where we're in. Alpha, Omega. We stand where we stand because we're sovereign. We stand where we stand because we're powerful. We stand where we stand because we know what the fuck we're doing. But I'm not trying to discount anyone else unless you're trying to get motherfuckers. You are the motherfucker that I'm not against. You can stay over there on the public side. You are the ones that we prefer to see in the jails. Yeah, you motherfucker. Forgive me for being so passionate, but I'm not talking directly to the listener of this video. I'm talking to those that it applies to, and the ones that actually felt it in their DNA just now. They know who they are. So that's why I won't call myself trying to collab with these various organizations, because I've had multiple experiences where they'll come and they'll talk a good game, but when you hear them talk, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They don't know banking. Some of them will bring up brand new terms, make up brand new shit, rabbit out the hat shit. UCC, fair credit at the Supreme Court. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. We know the science. We're part of the International Association of Commercial Administrators. Those are all the secretaries of the state. All the secretaries of state are members of that organization. And that's where the UCC gets drafted. Codes get repealed, codes get modified, codes get updated. The goal here is to get in the right places. We're also working with the Bureau of Indian Affairs. We're working with the Department of Commerce, and we're also working with Senator Joe Manchin. We've also sent a series of communique over to Maxine Waters, because she's head of the Financial Services Committee, and they control banking. It's time for us to really wake up on the banking side. But again, we can't get past idiosyncrasy. We can't get past I want to be a leader. We can't get past King's disease, Queen's disease. Everybody wants to be the all-knowing. Everybody wants all the followers, but nobody wants the fucking heat when it comes their way. So that's why you don't see us doing the collab type thing. And that's why we stand on our square and our own too. Everybody's on this entrepreneurship. Everybody wants to be a business owner now, but nobody wants to bring honor to the table. They want to get over on motherfuckers in the process. You can't do that. You have to have ethics. There is zero ethics. People are, like I said, Entrepreneurship is the new flex. That's the new, yo, look at me. It's no more, okay, I got the car. Now I got the business, the house, the car. And for the women, they popping shit. Oh, I got everything. Everything is my own. Okay, I'm going to get to you in a minute, too. But there is no ethics there. Everything might be your own, but there's no ethics there. Same for men. If you're going to have an entrepreneurship, if you're going to have a thriving economic entrepreneurship, there has to be a level of ethics. I guarantee you, if motherfuckers maintain the course that they're on right now, you're going to see lawsuits between businesses, people posting shit on social media about how they did business with this person and this person shitted on them. You'll see these things. Because there's no ethics. For example, the beef that was going on between Tony, the closer, and Jay Morrison. Zero ethics. Zero ethics. Okay? We can double click on a multitude of reasons as to why and dissect it, but it boils down to ethics. That's all it boils down to. So the same thing applies when people come to us and say they want to work with us and try to do business with us, or the reason why these cats don't like Moziah is because Moziah don't want to do business with them. No, I know you motherfuckers don't have ethics. Straight like that. No chaser. Same thing with this new entrepreneur flex. If you're going to be a businessman and you're going to be a businesswoman, maintain some ethics. Now, I know you're saying, okay, well, damn, what if somebody gets over on me in the process of doing this? Shouldn't I be the one to go back and return that karma? I don't think so. Not me. I wouldn't. Do what the fuck you want to do. Remember, you're sovereign. But I wouldn't. I would let the universe take shape. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to walk around and let people shit on me constantly. The game is chess. I'm not going to put myself on the chessboard in a position to be taken advantage of. And if I don't see it coming, then I'll take full responsibility for that. Because I put myself on that board in that piece, and I'm going to learn from that. And I'm going to prevent it from happening again in the future. Simple as that. But when you're dealing with men and women, I don't care. Like I said, I don't want to use race descriptors to describe how people are interacting, because then I don't want people to think that I'm more in favor of a particular race. No, I'm in favor of honorable men and women. Sovereign, honorable men and women. Get it straight. Don't take my words and twist them. Don't take my words and misconstrue them. Don't take my words and try and do something crafty with them. I'm all about honorable, sovereign men and women. You don't want to do business with me because you got your own preconceived notions? Fine. Not a problem. I reserve that same right. Okay? And it's interesting how you have to explain some of these things to people, but it's necessary. Like I said, with economic entrepreneurship being the new flex, there has to be a level of you see people doing financial education and banking information and stuff like that. They're touching retail surface shit. They ain't touching letters of credit, promissory notes, factoring, invoice factoring, business loans. They're not touching insurance company loans, and they're not touching multi-million-dollar shit, real estate loans and REIT loans and real estate investment trusts, things like that. They're touching retail shit in terms of financial education. Hopefully it'll get to all of the advanced stuff quicker than it will people going at each other and shitting on each other. But I don't think that's going to take shape because people are so concerned with the surface of something. Retail banking is the surface of the banking system. Make sure you understand that. So the same thing applies where you see somebody who just wants to be a business owner on its face, just so they can put it on their Tinder profile so they can say, oh, I got, I own my own everything. And you should too. This is what they're putting out there. I own my own everything and you should too. Okay, not a problem. Is there ethics there? Is there honor there? You don't see that. You don't see those words in those descriptions. You don't see people using those words. You don't. Show me a motherfucker that's using honor and dishonor, and I'll listen to him. But for the most part, you're not getting any of that. So here's what I want you guys to understand is that ethics should absolutely be in your plan as a private banker and as a business owner. And you want the same thing from those that you do business with. And you know how to contract with these people, and you know how to get them into default if they don't do business with you the right way, if they dishonor you, because ethics is missing right now. That's a very important element that's missing. And because of it, people are just operating willy-nilly on the internet. People are just operating with themselves and doing things that they shouldn't be doing and thinking it's okay. So I'm putting a lot of emphasis on ethics because it's critical. You don't get that from people these days. You get everything else but that. And then you get a bad feeling. People are out there doing people's documents, and then they're running away with their money. That's fucked up. People are offering credit repair services and never delivering. That's fucked up. That's dishonorable. They'll take somebody, they'll put up a video on Instagram and say, $2,000, and we'll take off all your negative stuff, put a bunch of positive stuff on there, and give you access to $100,000 in funding. It'll take 45 to 60 days. 60 days goes by as nothing was done. Dishonorable. But if you put yourself in that position on that chessboard, you be ready to make the move. So what do you do in situations like that? Somebody put a video on Instagram, $2,000, only call if you're ready to act right now. You call them, you send them $2,000 via Zelle, and because you believe in them and you see what they're doing and you see all the stuff that they're producing, and they're pushing all of this fancy materialistic stuff, and they're showing you Rolls Royce and talking about diaries and shit like that. But they put up $2,000, and that person said that they were going to clean up this person's credit report, remove all negative items, put positive items on, and give this individual access to $100,000 in brand new credit. It's going to take, the dude said 45 to 60 days. Nothing was done. 45 days went by, nothing was done. 60 days went by, nothing was done. What do? Do you let this person get you? Why? Because they used Instagram. So is Instagram liable? From what I understand, if you report a post on Instagram, they're going to remove the post from your ability to see it only. If you log into another account and go back to that person's account, that post will still be there. So if that's the case, and this person used this post to defraud Instagram users, and Instagram only removed it from this other individual's view, but it remained on the Instagram because now I can see it, and there's over 180,000 views, and this same individual puts up another video of how he made $800 and some odd thousand from one of his online businesses, something's not right. So what do? How do you handle this situation? This is a criminal matter. Why? Because it's happening in the public. Instagram is public. Instagram is not, well, Instagram might be a private company, but at the same time, they're operating under Instagram Corporation or Instagram LLC, so it's a corporation, got an EIN number. That's the public side. So in the process of operating in the public, crimes could be committed, right? All crimes are commercial. So now you got to bring charges on Instagram and this individual on the public side. It's unfortunate that you would have to do that, but they're injuring a private person. Now, you were using Instagram, but now we're in Instagram's terms and conditions. I'm almost certain. I know everything is contract, but they got their terms and conditions that you have to click on when you join their website. But nowhere in their terms and conditions or their community guidelines does it say at any time you may be subject to being fucking robbed or defrauded on our platform. I don't think it says that in there anywhere. If anybody can do some research, pull up Instagram's terms and conditions, pull up Instagram's community guidelines, and just use the find feature in your browser, Control F, and look up the word fraud or scam, and see if those words relate to the fact that you may be scammed or subject to fraud on this platform, and you agree to hold us not liable, to indemnify us, to limit their liability. So if this person defrauds someone on Instagram using their platform, and Instagram only removed this fucking video after it was reported from this individual's view only, and other people can still see it, sounds like Instagram is part of the fucking scam. So, or at least they can be found liable. They can absolutely be found liable. Write the contract. So in other words, you take them out there because they're going to tell you, okay, now this person, I already told this individual what to do. You got to go to ftc.gov and file an identity theft affidavit. But in order for you to do that, you're going to need a police report number. So if this happened out in Cali, you got to file a police report at the county, at Cali level. But see what happens when you go to the local sheriff's website. If you want to file a police report, in order for you to get an identity theft affidavit, police report done, you have to say you do not know the individual. Otherwise, if you know the individual, you have to speak to the police. You have to file a formal complaint. That person is going to be arrested. That has to happen because you know the individual. Now, I told the person, record the entire Instagram video, save the Zelle deposit slip. He's doing all the shit that I told him to do. He's got all his documents. He's got all his evidence. Save the text messages back and forth betwixt you and this man. Put together your information and then file your police report. But they're going to tell you that because you know this person and this person is notorious, we're going to have to actually arrest this person. And that's going to have to be what has to be done. I don't give a fuck if it's $2,000. This motherfucker put up a video saying something about he made $280-something in 30 days was because of that video. How many of those people actually got the services that this motherfucker said he was going to give them? Anyway, this is what I'm talking about dishonorable people. Honorable people and dishonorable people. Using business to be dishonorable. That's exactly what this is. So now that this individual has to go to the public side, he has to also get ready on the private side. So because you know that there's going to be a criminal matter on the public side, there also can be a civil matter on the public side, but that civil matter has to be brought by the private person. So in order for all of that to take shape, he's got to file his police report. And he's like, okay, well, damn, I'm not a snitch. I told him, I said, what? I said, so if a motherfucker rob you, you're not going to snitch? I said, why is that word even in your vocabulary? Why is that word even in your psyche? You just going to let somebody rob you on Instagram? And they also have all your personal information? No, that's dishonorable. This is the dishonor that I was just referring to, and this is why I say I don't fuck with a lot of people for this very, very same example. And that you should maintain the same level of discretion and discernment when you're dealing with people on the private side just as much as you're dealing with people on the public side. I'm not saying don't trust anybody. I'm not saying don't walk around and be paranoid of everybody, but do your fucking homework. Do your due diligence. This whole situation, when he explained it to me, man, my face was, I was upset. I was upset for him. You know? I got people coming to me saying that Moziah, these people said they were going to do my documents. Same nigga that's rapping lines around the truth. And then he sent me some more bozos. Niggas come to me thinking look. Don't let me get started on these people. This dishonor shit is everywhere. Just because they might be, they got a little radio show, or they might be trading this or trading that, or dealing with people who are trading this and trading that. You still don't know what the fuck is going on with Secure Party Creditor. And you still too lazy to pick up the redemption manual and learn the benefits because you think you smart. You think you got a little radio show. You think you the shit. You better humble yourself, you stupid motherfucker. And again, it's these people, let me tell you who it is. These are the ones that come to this country with the intent to usurp this country's wealth as well. They come to this country with dishonor in their heart and dishonor as their intent. They might come here, they'll naturalize, they'll get a naturalization certificate. Then they'll find out about being secure party creditor and say, oh, I'm woke. Let me get this too. But then they bring their dishonor with them and think we won't detect their dishonor. These are the same ones who say they want to liquidate all their credit cards and all their loans so that they can use the secure party creditor process and just discharge all the debt. That tells me you going after that little bullshit bag. You a bag type of dude. You a bag man. Bag lady. You gonna hurt your back carrying all them goddamn bags like that.